What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome back again, and we are doing the final on Megatron from Flame Toys. We built Megatron. I want to call him Meggy. We built Megatron with our friend Matt from ESU Warrior, and we will have a link in the description down below to his channel. He likes to build all sorts of things, and pretty cool guy. This is why I like doing the buddy builds, is because over building a project, as quick as this one was, but over the time building a project, you get to know somebody a little bit better. You become a little bit better friends and stuff like that. So that's one of the joys of doing the buddy build. We wanted to do these Megatron builds because we like the character, love Transformers, and I had already done an Optimus Prime, and he wanted to do something along the Transformers line, so we kind of compared what we had in the stash, and Megatron was the man. Did do mine a little differently than his, which I think is great when you do a buddy build. You don't want to be too matchy-matchy or samey-samey type of thing. But I know that Matt did Megatron's blaster in like a very light purple color. I did mine with the ever-famous Ushi powder, and here we happen to have it right here. I have the steel type. So we did the Ushi powder on the blaster, and what we did was we kind of faded it from the actual tip back up to the rear of the gun. And then the rear of the gun is actually a black. The whole thing is molded in black, so it really took the powder really, really well. So it kind of did like a fade of sort of like a chrome look to it. And the light's picking it up okay, but not awesomely. And then we did go over Megatron unceremoniously with a diamond-shaped jeweler's file, which comes in perfect for doing little bits of scratches, like up here on his shoulders. I did a few on his forearms, you know, kind of like defensive wounds, stuff like that. Went back over here, did a couple. And then we actually just hit it with a little bit of black Sharpie and then an alcohol wipe just across the surface to take off what was excess, and away we went. On the parts of him that are darker gray and black, we actually went ahead and used a silver Sharpie on those bits, and I don't know if we have, oh, here we go. Right down here on the side guard, we have a nice silver slash, so we were able to augment back and forth between the two different colors so that we can help out with highlighting and stuff like that. We did do a black wash over the entire model so that we could bring out all the little bits of detail that we can see all over the place, and I really think that helps add a lot to the build. He looks a lot less toy-like, a lot more like something that we'd have in a display case, like a maquette or something like that. He is a little wiggly. That's a little disappointing because of the way he goes together. There's polycaps everywhere. I'm not going to turn him 180 degrees because we have him on a little bit of an angle and he might topple over. We can pick up a little bit of a metallic glint on his forehead and face, and that's because we did a little bit of a Ushi powdering on there as well. And then we did black scroll work on his chest plate. Matt did that light purple to match the gun, which I thought was pretty cool. But again, we didn't want to be too matchy-matchy, so we went ahead and did black. And again, that's just a panel liner washed in there and then excess removed. The kit does come with alternate hands. So we have his right hand open, and then this is what the open hand looks like for both sides. We're going to be blurry. Yeah, okay, there we go. Nice detail on there. So you do a wash on there with some gray panel liner, and then maybe a little bit of Ushi powder dusted over the top of it, and it comes out really, really cool. And then we have the closed fist also, which looks pretty good too. That's an Optimus Prime punching fist right there. And we didn't want to go too overboard with all the weathering and scratching and denting and everything like that, because we kind of figure that Megatron, he is the leader of the bad guys. He's going to lead from behind. He's a level boss. Optimus Prime is the one that's going to be battling his way throughout the ranks of all the Decepticon drones and stuff to get to Megatron. Megatron's going to be lightly damaged, lightly worn, lightly beat up, because he, above all, is a bit of a narcissist. So he's going to make sure he's looking good at all times, as best as possible. Anyway, will we get around here without him falling over? It's not looking good. Leaning tower of Megatron there. He does have the tank tracks on him. it was, how do we say this? He used to be a pistol originally back in the 1980s when he came out as a toy, and then that didn't go over too well with the parents, so they changed him into a tank. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, just leave it at that. But I like the fact that they revisited the G1 robot style from the original cartoons and comic books and everything like that. I thought that was really cool that they went back to that type of style. I really thought that it really tickles me they did that. Then he transforms into a tank and stuff. That's actually, in the world of storytelling, probably an easier thing to explain than the fact that he can transform down to the size of a pistol that a human can hold. There's definitely some sort of proportional thing going on there that's not quite, but you know, hey, it's 1980s cartoon. What are you gonna do, right? All right, so enough of that. This is the box flap from the kit that we built. Again, it's the Flame Toys, and this is the Megatron IDW. It says Decepticon version. I don't know why they call it Decepticon version, because he is the Decepticon, but hey, it is what it is. While building this, I was trying to check out whether or not it would be actually easy to light this guy up, maybe like have his chest light up or his eyes light up, something like that. It is way too small for anything like that. You're going to have exposed wires going all over the place. Unless that's a look you're going for, I don't think that's going to be an easy task to light up his head and make his eyes light up. But meanwhile, definitely a fun build. I enjoyed the heck of it out of it. I enjoyed talking with Matt and sharing stories with him about this, that, and whatever. And I do want to say thank you to Matt for inviting me to do this build with him. I appreciate that greatly. And also I want to say thank you to Matt for putting up with me during this build, because for a couple of days there I wasn't feeling so great, and I didn't want to leave him behind the curve or anything like that. So we soldiered through and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, we wanted to make sure we got this done in a timely fashion so we could keep up with them. And I really like how it turned out. I'm looking forward to doing another one of these with Matt, possibly sometime next year. Maybe this time next year, I'm not sure. Things are getting pretty busy for the end of the year with Acme coming up and all that stuff. But I ramble. I apologize. It's been a while since I've actually talked to anybody, but you know how it goes. All right, y'all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for keeping up with me and Matt here with these Megatron builds. And we'll talk to you a little bit later on. Bye now.